City Heritage Week, the man with the yellow hat repainted a endless park statue.
Hey guys, what's good? Welcome to Esme&Eric's YouTube channel, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, and follow. Let's get this shit pushing. It's been a minute since I went live, you guys. It's like maybe a couple of weeks or so, maybe even a month. I don't really go live too much because of I've been busy and whatnot. Hey, takes two to tango with the YouTube channel, you guys. But let's get going now. I had a few messages, you can say. I guess you can say they wanted me to address a couple things. One was I think one was the boil water advisory that we had. There's a few subjects, you guys, that well, the reserve has, and we like to discuss them and we like to speak on them. It's not like we speak about on Esme&Eric's YouTube channel. It's not like we speak on topics that are not not popping, or they're not important and all that shit. The topics that we do bring up on the channel are very touchy topics that most people aren't that are afraid of, are afraid to speak on. And that's where I usually pick up the slack, and that's where my YouTube channel usually, the algorithm, that's where I'm kind of like the direction I'm spinning it to is that area. I guess you can call it the gray zone if you want to, because everyone's kind of scared to touch on it. It might get blabbed out on by your own family or something. Anyways, for the most of it, you guys, I thought, because most of the messages were the same, I'd do a video on it. And also, I wanted to address some other stuff too. There's a big brouhaha with my family going on, and some stuff was said about me and all that. And believe it or not, you guys, that came from like like family. Well, it used to be family. I had to draw the line somewhere, you guys. And if it's gonna be family talking down on me like that, especially family, the one that your blood family, best thing to do is just cut them off, because that's the kind of poison that they have and they can use against you, especially your past. Just draw the line right there and cut it. That's what I feel. Um, anyways, I had my nephew. I guess I can call him my nephew. I'm just gonna say he's my cousin biologically. I took him like my nephew and all that. Sent me a message saying that I'm homeless. My family is homeless because the shit that we speak about on my YouTube channel. I was like, what? I got like one of the nicest fucking houses that you could probably have on a reserve, and I'm thankful for my landlord that make this possible. But anyways, yeah, no, I'm not homeless or anything like that. It goes to show the extent that you guys go when you watch my videos. Um, there was this big subject that we talked about last year when we were doing, we're standing up to the police and housing. It was because housing was pushing us into the homeless area, and we didn't like it, so we spoke on it. Didn't mean that we were homeless. Didn't mean anything like that. Hey? And when I speak about housing or homelessness, I'm usually advocating, and advocating means helping somebody that ain't in a position to do the same. Um, I advocate for people that need housing and are being feel like they're being screwed around. Some you guys see a lot of this coming from other YouTube creators. We got one of the biggest YouTube content creators, that a native content creator, Mr. McCarthy. You guys must see a lot of his content. See my content. There's kind of a fine line there. So I just like to speak on subjects that makes sense. That's all. I don't like speaking on subjects that are gonna go off and cause a whole lot of bullshit there. And one of the things that another thing that I advocate for, that somebody got blew out of proportion and thought that it was something else. Um, I did a video. In fact, I think it was my last live. I did a video, and the video was actually about uh, while people are going off about my area and what's going on around this spot, more specifically Moses Lake, I said there's always a story behind somebody's hardship. So I see somebody doing something like the other day. I was shocked when homeboy came up to me. He's like, "Yo, you want to get this off me?" And I'm like, thinking to myself, "Well, yeah, shit, you're just working like less than a week ago, man. What's going on here?" He's like, "Fuck, I need to make some family. I need to make some money. My family. We just got my family back together because his family was actually in the system. And, hence how he's my brother. How I know him. Anyways, a lot of people were going off on him. Same thing, saying he's well educated, he's this and that, and he doesn't need to be doing this. He doesn't need to be doing that. But if you guys knew his story, then you guys would know what the fuck is kind of like going on in his life right now. And I said it before. I don't condone drug dealing. I don't condone any of that because growing up doing it got me into trouble. I lost my family. I lost my kids. I lost my children. I lost a lot of shit. I lost a lot of shit when I was going through this, and I don't wish it upon anybody, even the guys that I don't get along with, my enemies, two-faced frenemies. I don't even wish this upon you guys, especially especially if you're just living off, if you're living educated or living off just coming off a good job or something like that. I I I know the story behind it. I know the story, and that's the story that you guys fail to realize or you guys fail to comprehend. And the reason why I say that is because right away to get looked at like the bad guy, the bad person. Um, well, no. First off, he's putting his liberty at stake when he's doing that. Each moment that he's out on the street, and he didn't know that I was sobered up. He didn't know that I got better. You guys, it's been 9 years. I counted just the other day because, um, well, I'll speak on this a little bit more, but I almost had a run in with, I guess you could say the devil, because I almost fell off. And I did a little, I put it on my Facebook. I was like, holy shit, I almost ran into the devil tonight and I almost fell off. And I was really grateful to see how many people that I saw that were supporting me. And you guys, I want to make this clear right now. Out of all the people that supported me, were my friends. Not one family member by blood, not one family member by blood said anything of, oh, well, Eric, not one. I had to go back. I was looking at it. Some of them are my brother, my broskies. Broskies by life is, they don't have to be blood, don't have to be relation. My brother by family, my brother by life, going through the same life issues, going through the same life bullshit, going through the same fucking direction that the government pushes us down. Or you can call it the man, whatever you guys are comfortable saying, the man, the government, whatever. But we all hit those humps in life. We all hit them. And sometimes we're in that position where we don't need people to bail us out. Sometimes we don't even have anybody and we got to bail ourselves out. That's what I support, you guys. That's what I advocate for. People that have that story. It's not what you guys see or you guys portray right off the hop. Oh, this guy's just a pusher man. He's like the scum. He's killing our people. He's doing this. He's doing that. Maybe so, but he's killing himself as well. He's putting his liberty at stake. He's putting his life at stake. What if comes in, robs him with a gun? It's like how your homeboy almost lost his fucking life in Lethbridge. When I was dealing, I got robbed. It comes with it. It's not what everybody seems. Oh, it's all luxury. It's all, oh, this guy's got a BMW. He's got a. It's nothing like that, you guys. And for you guys to think that it's like that, well, shame on you because you don't even know the fucking half of it. My cousin sent me a message and says he would fight me, but I'm not worth it. My cousin is like 5'1", And I advocated for him the last time the dogs made him cry in standoff. I advocated for him. I always help him out when I could. And then for me to get a message back like that to say, "Oh, Eric, you talk too much shit about the reserve. That's why you're homeless." First off, I'm not fucking homeless. Second, I fucking help you. Third, what's your fucking problem? Because I noticed when you guys got a problem with somebody, you guys come to me. Yet, when you got a problem with me, you ain't afraid to shout it out to everybody. Talk all your jazz. Talk all the shit that you want. You guys don't even know the half of it. You guys don't even know my story. You guys, I see the algorithm on my videos. I get thousands of viewings sometimes. Sometimes I get hundreds. Sometimes I get 10. Sometimes I get a zero viewings. My point is, if you're gonna view my videos, you're gonna view my content, why don't you watch the whole fucking video before you open your mouth? Before you decide to talk some shit about me. Because I want to make one thing clear to you guys. I got a YouTube channel. Yeah, it wasn't much. But have you? Have you started a YouTube channel and have you got paid by YouTube? Tell me that right now. And if you didn't and you've never, then shut the fuck up because your homeboy did it. I decided to do videos because I wanted to speak on subjects that you guys are afraid of. I didn't join the social media team just for you guys to come attack me with false accusations and bullshit, especially when it's family. Family who's suffering addiction or like my family's all fucking addicted, man. I can't tell you how fucked up we are, but my family's fucking addicted. We came off a fucking shitty boat. I'm sorry we didn't get off the fucking Royal Crown Prince Harry fucking boat. We didn't come off Queen Elizabeth the Third fucking 3 times the size of Titanic. We didn't come off that boat. We came off a shit boat. My point being is family's supposed to stick together. Family's supposed to stick together. Family ain't supposed to go drink a bottle and then feel all ballsy and say, "Oh, I'm gonna go up against Eric today." First off, coming up against me, you're gonna fucking lose anyway, and not physically, verbally. I can get you to shut your fucking mouth in a second. Try to come up against me. So there was a lot of that going on, you guys, and all because of that stress. I almost fucking fell off, you guys. And I'll tell you guys how it went down. There's some fucking. I used to be addicted to codeine, you guys. Codeine was my poison. Codeine led to fentanyl. Fentanyl led to fucking crack. Crack led to fucking heroin, and oh my God, you guys, I went through it all. Your homeboy's been through it. You've been there, I've been back through addiction. And you guys, the other night, I was jokingly saying, maybe I should fucking try some of this, and I grabbed it, put it right to my mouth, and then bam, I just got this fucking feeling of, I don't know, maybe whoever was watching over me, my dad, my great grandpa, my grandpa, my grandma. Could have been a lot of people watching over me. Stop me in the nick of time. And I was so upset because that would have been 9 years, you guys, 9 years down the drain. And all of a sudden, your homeboy's getting high again. Your homeboy's getting all fucked up and who knows what. Who knows what, but I'm grateful and I'm thankful for whoever's watching over me that stopped me. But a lot of this pressure came from what's going on lately around me. And like I said, your opinions are your opinions. We're all entitled to them. Run your fucking mouth if you want to. That's all you got. Go get a fucking job, is what I say. I got a job because I had ran into another issue, you guys. Someone had a problem with some money that I gave my son, and I just got back up from where I work to pick up my paycheck. And I told him just to hold on because I got to go to the bank, cash it, and I'll see him. So I do all that, do that running around, go to the bank, go see my son. Then all of a sudden, this person opens their fucking trap to start talking. Oh, this came from there. This came from that. I mean, like, you guys know my past. I mean, like, judge me how you want to. I don't give two fucks, you know. Because seriously, you guys didn't give a fuck what I did back then. Why should I give a fuck about what you guys think about what I do today? You know, what I do today is none of anybody's fucking business. What I did back in the day, well, I hate to break it to you, it was still none of your fucking business. Now I go off. I'm trying to live life better. I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to every day better myself, you know. Um, I got a part-time job, and you guys, I love it. I love it. You know, I love it. I get to go to work whenever I want to. You know, I get to go, and who gets that? Who gets that? You know, and whoever wants to run their mouth about me, you know, about whatever you want, go for it. I mean, no one ever said that bad publicity was bad. You know, that true and is that the saying is actually true. Any publicity is good publicity. I'll start worrying when you stop talking about me. That's when I'll worry. Right now, all the riffraff, all the ruhaha, all that bullshit right now going on with my name in the middle will never stop because that's the kind of person I am. Everybody has to have my name in their conversation, especially when it comes to the negative shit, because we all need a fucking finger to point. We need someone to blame. And if you want to blame me, go for it. I do not give two fucks what you think about me. I do content from the bottom of my heart, and you guys can treasure it if you want. Or push the unlike button, or unfriend me, or do whatever it is that you got to do that's going to stop you from thinking that I'm doing this to the reserve, I'm doing that to the reserve, I'm saying this about the reserve. The reserve does it to themselves. And forgive me for saying something about it. We got a shitty fucking reservoir. Apparently, it was $16 million to create with a $10,000 repair package attached to it every fucking week. Now, how's that my fault? How's the water reservoir my fault? I just speak about it. I do my facts and I do my homework before I speak about it. Housing, the way they pick and choose, I do my research before I speak on it. The shelter, the Moses Lake shelter, what they do, and some of the clients, what they come to tell me, especially when it comes to them like getting their medication stolen and their money, they'll always come over to me and tell me, oh, so this person was working and she let her husband in and her husband started digging around. And then I went to go get my care package, which could contain money and medication, and it wasn't there. So I speak on little subjects like that. Not that I mean to fucking hurt anybody if I hurt your feelings. If you're going to do fuckery, and I learned my lesson from this, you guys. If you're gonna do fuckery, you're gonna get it back like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. You're gonna get it back. So for you to fuck around and then think that, oh well, no one's gonna say anything. Eric's gonna open his mouth. He's gonna start saying this all. I don't mean to fucking hurt your feelings. You know. If you don't like my content, then by all means, like I said, skip it. You don't have to like it. You don't. No one's forcing you to watch it. Yet every time you guys got something negative to say, it's always about that, making me think. Well, do you watch my videos or not? Do you watch my content? Do you fucking pay attention to what I do? Wicked, you guys. This is so much bullshit. And you guys, this ain't even a good time right now, you guys. My sister-in-law, who's battling addiction, you guys, ended up in the hospital, and she fought for her life all this week. So all we did this week was just pray, 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 and through the riffraff and through the gossip and through you guys talking, half of the fucking family going off on me. I find it funny because family doesn't even back me up when other people will talk shit. Yet they all get together just to say something like something so stupid like that. Like my cousin is like he's like 25, maybe 26. He doesn't even ever fucking lived on his own. He's never even lived on his own for him to talk shit about me being homeless or advocating for housing. First off, you gotta get off your fucking ass and get off your mom's tit before you want to run your mouth. Before you want to talk shit, why don't you go get your own place and tell me what homelessness means after that? Because you don't even fucking count. I shouldn't even be bringing your name up. You're just an honorable fucking mention in my video, little boy. After I fucking helped him out a week ago, and then all of a sudden he fucking got all this shit to say about me. Well, fuck, run your mouth, little boy. But I'll tell you this, when I was 25, I damn near had my fucking 10th house because I was trafficking back then. We're getting into a lot of trouble for selling weed. That's where I built my incredible reputation. Blood Tribe Police had a boner for me then. Pretty sure you still have a boner for me now. But my point is, little boy or little cousin, next time you want to talk to me about homelessness or spreading the word and saying that it's not good for the reserve, why don't you stand up? Why don't you take a fucking stand for everybody's rights? If not, then shut the fuck up. You know? If you've never owned a house in your life, if you ever rented a house, if you ever fucking... We even had a mortgage one time, so don't tell me what homelessness is. Last year when my kids were in a cold car, and I thank Rochelle Wells for this and that fucking Wells boy that down at housing for bringing us into the Indian hospital. I'm thankful for that, you guys. I am, even though housing thinks that I'm not. I'm thankful for it. And it was my only argument last year against housing was when they tried to kick us out after the fact. There was already this going on there. This is already, my argument back then was, well, the government's trying to erase the residential schools and the hospitals. So therefore, they're giving reserves money, which are in the millions, just to demolish a building. They're giving the money free to our reserve so they can have these Indian hospitals and these residential schools demolished. That was my argument. That was it. And then then in turn I get, oh, you're saying this about housing, you're saying this about the way we're running shit. Oh yeah, I may have said that. But my point is, you guys, my videos are valid. My content is valid. My subscriptions are serious. So whether you subscribe to my channel or watch my lives or watch any of my videos, that's up to you entirely. But don't go nitpick a subject and come at me and say this and that about me speaking on it. Because chances are you probably didn't even watch the whole video. You probably didn't even understand what the fuck I was saying, because you kind of have to be in this to know what I'm saying. So I got a lot of content watchers that understand what I'm saying politically. politically correct. But you guys that don't know, especially my family, the ones that have a lot to say, like, I mean, shut the fuck up. You didn't make a stand. You didn't make a stand like the homeboy Eric did. Eric took a stand. I went to school. I got a business, you guys, a registered business. Not to mention, I like to mention it on all my videos because what have you that talked me down accomplished? What have you done? I got this little business here that I created and I gave it to my wife, and she's got something with it. In fact, she got a big contract for it, and working on our second contract. So where does it matter, or why does it matter where my money comes from? I support our programs. If you think I don't, I support B test. B test helped me get my fuck. I still don't even know what the fuck this is. I didn't get a job with it. My diploma in supply chain management. Um, I don't care if I get a job or not with it. It gave me something to do last year. It made me feel a lot of purpose, and I met a lot of friends, and I met a lot of new people. That's what I got out of that. I got a whole classroom of friends, even people that we didn't talk. I don't know. I guess it's fair to say we didn't like each other, and then we joined this program together. Now we're friends. I'm proud to say it. I met a lot of people that I wanted to address stuff with in this program, and we got to do it. And I thank B Test for it every day. Well, not every day, but when I do a video, I always give him a special shout out. So for my cousin and people like that to talk and think that you don't know what's going on, just shut the fuck up because you guys don't. So I had trial, you guys. Let me get you guys. Let me show you guys this paper real quick. Give me a second. Okay, I can't seem to find it. But anyways, last year we were fight. We got into a little argument with one of the tenants at the Indian hospital, and I spoke to you guys about it because uh, the person tried to charge me, and then they went to the blood tribe police, and they did like a pre-charge assessment. Blah blah blah. Long story short, they end up uh, withdraw or not going through the charges because they knew that it was bullshit. So, anyways, I had a run-in with one of the Cardston RCMP, and it happened to involve us. I did a live on it last year when the landlords tried to steal our damage deposit. They wanted to do a contract with a cleaning lady and pay her with our money and then give us the remainder. And then that was one of the many times that we exploited Cardston and the people that did not be Guans, how they treat us, especially when it comes to renting. So I was able to do. The cop that was there had to just painfully watch while the landlord paid us back our damage. And I can hear the cop and the tenant or the landlords talking. And the cop didn't like it. All they said is, "We'll get him." And I used to wonder what that meant. I felt like that was a threat. Anyways, I had one interaction with this piece of shit at the Indian hospital. I don't know if his name's worth saying it, but it might slip out, you guys. It might slip out, so listen carefully. Anyways, this piece of shit Ronald actually fucking called me on to fight. And the night before this happened, he was walking around in the hallways at the Indian hospital where my kids were playing outside and all that. And he was swinging an axe around. He started swinging this axe around and started saying that, oh, you guys better, if you guys are not out tomorrow, you guys better be out you guys better be out regardless because I'm going to make sure it happens. While swinging this axe. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Anyways, we just let him be because we knew he's just a psycho fucking weirdo. The next day, I went to go get a coffee at the Huskies, and I pulled up the Huskies. And the piece of shit was calling me on. So I jumped off my vehicle to go fight him. As I jumped off my vehicle, he ran away to the police station, which was just directly down the hill. Ran to the police station, cried to them, and said that he's going there because he's afraid of what he's gonna do to me. So he's so scared of what he's gonna do to me, he phones the cops. Anyways, it was that same fucking cop that I had an interaction with at the house where the landlord had to pay us back our damage. He tells the cop I tried to bump him. So the cop says, well, if I go to get a video, is there going to be a video that shows him trying to bump me? He says, no. He comes out, says that it was clearly a fight because I talked to this piece of shit like 2 or 3 days after the incident happened. And he said that the cop actually went on the computer and looked my name up and saw what would get me down the most. And it wasn't going to be a common assault. It wasn't going to be a common... What it was a threat because I got charged for a threat against a police officer in standoff. That same police officer that got charged for the S word, assault. Anyways, that's never left me. The cop says to the piece of shit that might actually have a case on me if it comes to that. So they end up charging me for threat. So I've been dealing with the threat for almost a year now. And I felt like this guy had leverage on me because, like he's always coming up to me trying to get, oh, help me out with some change, help me out with a cigarette, all this and that. And I didn't like it, you guys, because I felt like this guy's using it against me. He knows that, like if I say no, he can easily go to the cops and say, oh, well, this guy's going off, he's threatening me again, and then I get arrested. So anyways, we had trial the other day and put on my best pants and my shiniest shoes, and we got ready. My lawyer, Ingrid Hess, by the way, shout out to Ingrid Hess, the greatest lawyer out there that'll assist you with pretty much everything. Anyways, we stood there, we stood firm, we waited, and as we knew already, we prevailed. So I was able to get that off my chest, you guys. That was weighing heavy on me. I'm not going to lie, guys. That was one of the main things that really got me down this year. Even more than losing my drivers to speeding. That really got me down, you guys. So we prevailed, and I was grateful for it, So I want to let you guys know on that, hey, because I know a couple of you guys been keeping up with me and keeping up with my content and been probably wondering what's going on with that, hey? So I was looking at a year in jail, you guys, a year. If this guy got on the stand and lied like he did that day, I would have been gone for a whole year. Well, maybe 8 months, because you guys know how provincial time works. If I do good time, maybe I'll get up. Maybe I'll get good time. Maybe I won't. But yeah, we came out in the end. We prevailed. I was grateful for it. I was thankful for everything, guys. Not that I ain't ever, but I was grateful for my lawyer for helping me with that. So we prevailed. I don't got that weighing on my chest. All I got to do is wait till May 22nd, take the crash course online, get 3 of my demerits back, and I'll be rocking and rolling again. So I'll give you guys a little update. This is kind of the update. So if you guys been wondering what's going on with the channel, what's going on with the content, where you been at, this is where I've been, you guys. I've been going through it. I'm trying my best to tough it out. for you guys, for YouTube, for the algorithm. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, and follow. Like I said, you guys ain't gonna regret it because we got the e-transfer giveaway. I know you guys like that. You guys like money on the spot. So make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and be a part of that. That's what you call help. That's what you call help. And to all the family out there going through it, like I am with other family, draw the line, you know. It ain't that hard, you guys. Cut the tie if you have to. Do what you gotta do. But do not let family get you down, because it's serious. It almost got me down. So my advice to you guys, going out from this fine video today, is don't let family get you down. Family's the worst. So you guys have a good day. Looks a little gloomy outside, but enjoy it. And like I said earlier, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel because gonna need you guys to help me with that because we're going serious on the subscriptions this round. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, for the third time, like, subscribe, comment, follow, comment. Do what you gotta do to help your homeboy out. Until then, you guys, peace out, all right? Be safe.